if that's gone, he has a really hard time hitting the ground.
Yeah, the fire hydrant is what you want to play around. I mean, we've seen this type of display from Sinji, being the best Pac-Man player from the US. And here we go, game 1. Starting up on Smashville, not the FD that we predicted, but it's all good, because it's still a stage that Pac-Man could, basically, you see right there, play around the fire hydrant. Nonetheless, platform doesn't have to be a big deal for him, but he could use it as a getaway option.
Using that jump punch to get out of the shielding situation, good stuff there. See these guys trading moves a lot. Pretty aggressive start, just hitting all the buttons at once. Oh, excellent up air. That's one of those things, you don't know if it's intentional, but it still works out great. If you actually clank with the hydrant, it'll kind of lose the hitbox, and it saves you from a lot of bad situations.
Hit it with the aerial. Up tilt, clanking with the fire hydrant.
Oh.
I like the patience displayed, though, from Kaidedede.
That's a hard name to say.
Kaidedede, I just call him Kai.
Yeah, how about that? Let's do that.
Ooh, great catch on the key. If that would have hit him, he would have died. And Nair. I like the Nair spacing coming from Kai, actually. Notice how he holds shield. He does Nair out of shield on purpose just to see what SNU would do by the ledge.
Playing very evasive, doing the whole Pac-Man thing, just kind of jumping around, using these aerials, trying to create space. Has the hydrant trap, and it does land, so he's going to take that first stock. SNU coming up a little bit short in terms of getting off that ledge. Yeah,
and he purposely jabbed it instead of actually doing a move that would have a lot of high knockback, so that way the fire hydrant really wouldn't go anywhere. Kind of keep him there by the ledge.
Just trying that down smash, does not work. You got a few back airs, and it looks like SNU just kind of running into these hitboxes. Excellent spacing there, kind of having that drift back forward air. He's just playing super reactive, patient, waiting to do the bait and punish. He's just kind of punishing everything SNU is trying to do.
And notice he's just staying grounded. Ooh, he almost caught the get up there, though.
There it is again. Yeah. He knows he's going to roll that time. He doesn't get a huge punish off of it, but knowing he's going to roll to get off the ledge, super smart.
Could be the stock taker, too, especially with this last stock. SNU is going to have to do something to bring a good comeback. And as I just said, he actually catches the jump from Kai with the up smash. He's holding on to Rage, though, so if he could keep it up, he still do this.
Yeah, Mario, I mean, like, and that's Pac-Man's biggest problem, right? He cannot get the kill move in a lot of situations. It does look like Kai has been doing better at that than most Pac-Man, but even there, he had the up smash read. Unfortunately, he just let the trigger go a little bit too early. Have to see if SNU can mount this comeback. Like you were saying, with all that rage, I mean, Mario's up smash, super strong, but there's the apple. Really tricky movement on that. I don't think SNU realized that the apple was at that state of charge that he could just immediately
Yeah, especially
turn it
since
around.
he could just rise with it and then throw it out. Since it goes in the angle, SNU was in the perfect positioning to get hit by that. And Apple has such high higher knockback than I feel like people expect it to have.
And it doesn't make sense because, like, okay, the key has high knockback because it's the last one, right? But it's like, what, cherry, strawberry, orange, apple,
melon, Galaxian, and
and
Belky.
the melon doesn't do nearly as much. It's just, why is the apple so strong? It's crazy.
Yeah, it takes like 54 frames to charge apple. It does do 9% though, but the steep toss is what really helps out spacing.
Yeah. So we've got a tri-plat stage. No real surprise there. Mario loves this stuff. I think he wants to not go to Battlefield because he wants to be able to get the kills earlier. The problem is that, of course, Pac-Man, we talked about him not being able to kill. He's going to love something like this instead of something with crazy high blast zones.
Using the platforms, too, to mix up his movement.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that we also see from Pac-Man, but for some reason, Kai, I feel like is way more taking the aggressive route.
Yeah.
Not really trying to dance around the fire hydrant here. He's just trying to hit it on purpose so that way it completely stuffs out SNU. SNU, though, I would say doing a lot better of a job, though, keeping it even with Kai this game. Yeah,
he's just kind of chasing him down, and I wonder if it's kind of half what you were talking about where Kai is just kind of chasing him all over the place, being more aggressive. Sometimes what can happen is if you win a first game, pretty comfortably, you can go a little crazy and start, feeling yourself a little bit too much, chasing somebody down, getting overconfident. Wonder if that was the thing there.
You think that, the momentum's in your favor, you try to ride the momentum, but sometimes if you hold forward too much, it's definitely the wrong thing to do. Contesting the up smash, unfortunately going to lose his stock to that. Although SNU is at 97%. We're talking about how he was trying to take advantage with Rage, so let's see what he does here.
Have to see if Kai has any tricks up his sleeve in terms of a kill setup. He's got the fire hydrant thing. Yeah, he uses that up tilt. And again, the fire hydrant setup every single time.
That was so smart, too, because he purposely kept his up B by the ledge, just in case, if he were to do, neutral getup, he still would have gotten hit by at least the up base so that way he can try to follow it up.
God, Pac-Man is just... Pac-Man plays a different game. You like he does. It's not normal Smash. You know what I mean? Like this guy's doing weird stuff all the time.
Yeah, dude, we're just jumping on trampolines all set.
It's insane. Just kind of dancing around these moves from SNU, who's trying to put out these hitboxes. Excellent cape there to reflect the high ground, putting him in a shield situation. Even if you don't get the knockback, just being able to put somebody in shield, super strong. He's got to watch himself there, though. If he just caped or flooded, he has the full flood charge, I think. No, he doesn't. But he has the flood on deck and he has the cape, so has to be careful going for that off the ledge. Oh.
Ooh, that up smash, barely missing. Getting out of that situation, trampolining to the platform. He wants to try to land. And I like how SNU is not just holding shield at the same time. He knows that even if he holds shield, it's not like Pac-Man could easily grab you. Unfortunately for Pac-Man, grab range. Turning on and off is just not going to be the best efficient thing to do, especially at this percent. It could lead to a really big punish.
He's trying to go off stage for the punish. It's not going to happen. Eats the hydrant. Instead, we've got a last hit situation, but there we go. The up smash finally going to land, and SNU taking that game. We got a game 3 situation happening right now.
Yeah, that was a complete different game compared to the first game we saw from SNU.
Yeah.
It seemed like in that game, he was a lot more aggressive, not so much afraid of Kai. Kai, though, I feel like a few times he would throw something out, but then instead, like, SNU was a little bit out of range, so that way he was able to punish the lag that whatever Kai threw out. And you would expect, like, maybe with the platforms, he would use the platforms to his advantage, just, you know, jump around left platform, middle platform, right platform, just go around in circles, use the fire hydrant to his advantage.
Sure, yeah. That's just one of those things that happens as you get familiarity with your opponent. He realized that that Kai just kept kind of drifting back and had a little bit more spacing with his aerials. He said, oh, okay, so I just need to follow through maybe a couple more pixels and I'll hit this stuff. So he's really committing a little bit more with his aerials. I love seeing that.
Yeah, he did it last game too. I don't think he did it with a downer, but he just did a down throw at a fair. And then he tried to go for a second fair.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, man, I commend you.
I love seeing just the up throw, down air into forward air. I know it's not always optimal just because it is easy to escape, but it just looks so cool. Like, I love that. Right now, already, what is that, 130-something damage in only 30 seconds, man. This game is a high percent.
Pretty explosive with only like 30 seconds. Basically passing, and he gets the fair. Slightly away from the platform too, so that way Kai wouldn't just, you know, bounce off from the platform. Spike instead. And okay, I like that interaction actually, but oh no, missing the forward smash ever so slightly.
It's so unfortunate. I mean, getting hit by that forward air was bad enough, but then missing that smash attack that's going to put him in a really bad spot. He's got to find a way to take off this stock soon. And he's been doing pretty good at it, but all SNU has to do is buckle down. He should be able to take the set. He's got the bell out. Gets around it. Gets around the down smash too. Yeah. Kai trying to find this setup. It's just not happening. Taking so much damage.
My God. I commend SNU for using fair so much too, and he knows that like he's been able to get away with it, so like why not?
There it is again.
Apple. The drift back with the apple.
That was like a deja vu thing. It was in the exact same situation on the same stage on that first game. That was crazy.
It just comes out way faster than I feel like anybody could react, especially if you're in the animation of running. It's not like they could walk and shield.
And oh my gosh, Kai evened it up with that excellent combo using the ship already at 83%. SNU is going to be kicking himself if he drops this game, getting hit by the hydrant also. Kai is just rallying this comeback.
Alright, I like the combo there. He's not trying to go for the kill exactly. He's just trying to get in that extra damage because he knows. He is at 80%.
Yeah.
So SNU is going to have to play a little bit more patient here.
You see him using that cape, trying to reflect the bell. Doesn't want to mess with it too much. Down throw into fair. Knows he can't follow up on it too much. Uses the reflector. Doesn't quite pay off. Yeah,
that's why we saw him waiting on the ground too. He was just waiting for the opportunity to reflect it.
Yeah.
He's doing a really good idea with the cape, and very scary situation, but Kai was not going to be able to capitalize off of that punish.
I think he tried.
Yeah, he did. I feel like he tried to pivot, but unfortunately dash attack came out instead.
Very unfortunate. That kind of stuff can happen in these Game 3 situations. The melon is out, down throw. He waited for the air dodge and he got it, but unfortunately he throws out the fireball. Both these guys just putting it all out on the line. There's the back air. It's not going to kill.
No, the great DI coming from SNU, but the Hydrant into up smash. What an explosive way to end a very exciting first set that I get to commentate with you, Cody.
It was so unfortunate. It was like the last frame of the hit off the Hydrant. It really looked like he got around it, but unfortunately just timing was slightly off, and just because of that, he's going to be able to take that set. Good stuff to Kai, coming all the way from Japan. Doesn't want to lose those sets.
No, man. If I travel that far, I really hope I don't lose
yeah,
those
I'm winning the whole tournament if I'm coming from that far. It's not like we're in like California, right? Like you didn't just cross the ocean.
On the East Coast, man.
I didn't even realize that Detroit was East Coast time.
Yeah, that's why I